Good morning, Davao, Mindanao, North, South, East, and West. Before we get started, do me a favor to like this video, share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more quality content like this. This is Elijah Hill Cacho, your newscaster for today. For the headlines, weather forecast. Southwest monsoon affecting southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Local news. Over 50 families evacuated due to flooding. Ongoing probe into Eagle's death. FPRRD still leads to senatoriable. Acosta's daughters bears pursuing all remedies on MINDA chairmanship case. National news. Ghost Camp disowns video linking her to threats versus senators. Duterte leaves DepEd with heavy heart, says cabinet exit had nothing to do with the First Lady. International news. Here's what to know about the violent protests over government jobs roiling Bangladesh. North Korean landmines could float into South Korea south warms. Entertainment news. Jerry Ferrera is cruising through the 20th anniversary of Entourage in a escalade of course. Naomi Pomeroy, reowned chief of Top Chef Masters, reowned chef and Top Chef Masters star, dead at 49 in tubing accident. Sports news. Caitlin Clark sets WNBA record for the most assists in a single game. Amid shelling and blackouts, this is how Ukrainian athletes have been preparing for their Olympics. Featured stories. Number 1 best food in the Philippines. The most popular food in the world. Side story. Trivia. Fun facts about Iron Man. Weather forecast. The rest of Luzon will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, except localized thunderstorms which may lead to possible flash floods or landslides during severe thunderstorms. Here's the corrected version. Mindanao and the rest of the Visayas will experience cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms due to southwest monsoon. There is a possibility of flash floods or landslides due to moderate to heavy rains at times. Local news. Over 50 families evacuated due flooding. On the evening of July 16, 2024, more than 200 individuals were evacuated from Panacan and Comunal in Davao City due to heavy rains caused by low pressure area. According to Rodrigo Bustillo, head of Operations and Warning Divisions at the City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, 282 individuals from various barangays including Buhangin, Kabantian, ang Aliongto, and Panakan were safely evacuated without any casualties. The early warning system played a crucial role in preventing loss of life, and the collaboration between barangay disaster risk reduction management committees and the other government agencies was instrumental to ensuring the safety of residents. By the morning of July 17, flash floods had subsided and evacuees had returned to their homes, though some houses sustained partial damages. The areas most affected by floods including Buhangin, Kabantian, Pampanga, Angliongto, Sasa, and Mamay Creek, with the flooding attributed to heavy rains and constricted water channels. The CDRRMO dispatched teams to address restricted waterways, while the City Social Welfare and Development Office CSWDO reported that the majority of flooding was street level, which subsided within the few hours. In preparation for the La Nina season, CSWDO has positioned relief goods and district offices to aid affects residents swiftly. The weather forecast predicted cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms for Davao City, with light to moderate winds and slight to moderate sea due to ongoing low pressure area. Ongoing probe into Eagle's death. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources Davao Region has launched an investigation into the death of Philippine eagle named Mangayon with support of the Philippine Army and the Philippine National Police. Attorney Mercedes Dumagan, DENR Davao's Regional Director, shared the Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, PENR, has submitted a report on incident. Investigators, alongside the Philippine Eagles Foundation, are working to identify the responsible, with plans to meet with the National Bureau of Investigation for further inquiries. The responsible parties, once identified, will face charges carrying imprisonment of 6 to 12 years and fines ranging from 100,000 to 1 million pesos. FPRRD still leads to senatorial. Former President Rodrigo Duterte has a 32% voter preference for 2025 senatorial election, according to the Pahayag second quarter of 2024 survey. He is statistically tied for second place with Congressman Erwin Tulfo and ACT-CIS party list, while Dr. Willie Ong leads with 39%. Other notable preference include Senator Christopher Bong Go with 29%, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa with 22%, and Senator Ping Lacson with 32%. Former Senate President Vincent Tito Soto III and former Manila Mayor Francis Isko Moreno Dumagoso each have 29%, with the re-electionist Senator Amy Marcos at 26% and former Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan at 25%. Defense Secretary Gilbert Kibo Teodoro and Senator Pia Cayetano both have 23%, while Human Rights Lawyer Attorney Jose Manuel Chel Diokno has 21%. The survey noted a trend of declining approval ratings for incumbent re-electionists, though they remain in the top 12, it is also highlighted and increasingly in undecided voters, reflecting hesitations between pro-administration and pro-opposition candidates. Vice President Sara Duterte previously announced that the three Dutertes would run for Senate seats, and statement former President Duterte later refuted, citing his age, waning influence, and lack of campaign funds as reason for not running. Public opinion, however, suggested strong support for his potential candidacy, believing his age will not hinder his legislative capabilities. Acosta's daughters bears pursuing all remedies on MINDA chairmanship case. Davao City Councilor Luna Maria Dominic Acosta, daughter of former Mindanao Development Authority Chairperson Mabel Acosta, stated that they are considering multiple legal remedies following the dismissal of their motion for reconsideration by the Regional Trial Court or RTC Branch 11 regarding to the quo warranto petition. Speaking during the aprobado sa Konseho season on 16th of June 2024, Councilor Acosta emphasized that their commitment to upholding the rule of law and mentioned that they are prepared to escalate the matter to Supreme Court if necessary. This legal battle underscores the belief and fixed terms should be respected and could potentially become a significant jurisprudence for future law students. The RTC Branch 11's decision, handed down by the Judge Natay Gustillo Lemana on July 11, 2024, dismissed by Mabel Acosta's motion due to lack of cause of action, stating that Mabel had failed to establish the clear claim to the office of MINDA chair. National news. Ghost Camp disowns video linking to her threats versus senators. The article discusses allegation with Bamban, Tarlac Mayor Alice Go regarding threats made against Senator Sherwin Gatchalian and Risa Hontiveros, who are investigating Go and illegal Philippine offshore gaming operation. Go's counsel denies her involvement in the threats, attributing them to the baseless accusation and emphasizing Go's status as a businesswoman, not a criminal. The counsel suggests that Senator Gatchalian should invite the vlogger who made the accusation to the hearing for clarification. Additionally, there are clear claims regarding Go's identity, promoting her counsel to challenge alleged classmates testifying at the Department of Justice if they have evidence. Despite ongoing controversy, Go has not committed to surrendering to Senate or attending the upcoming hearing on July 29. Her counsel asserts that she remains in the Philippines and dismiss rumors suggesting otherwise. Furthermore, they welcome that the Bureau of Internal Revenue's investigation into Go, maintaining transparency amid the allegations. DepEd leaves DepEd with heavy heart, says cabinet exit had nothing to do with First Lady. Vice President Sara Duterte announced her resignation for the Department of Education, stating that she was living with a heavy heart, but emphasizing that her decision had nothing to do with the First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. During the interview, Duterte expressed her deep regret and at not being able to fulfill her targets for the education sector, underscoring her love for the job and her colleagues. She mentioned that her departure stemmed for personal issues between a President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., originating from the discussion prior to the agreement to run as vice president. Duterte noted that the reason for her resignation were multifaceted, involving both work and national concerns, and required a detailed conversation to fully explain. Duterte also made it clear that the First Lady had no influence over her resignation, dismissing any connection between her departure and the First Lady's previous comments regarding her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, and his accusations against President Marcos. Duterte reiterated that her decisions was driven by the complex array of reasons which has accumulated over time, necessitating a thorough discussions to unravel. Senator Sani Angara has taken over the DepEd leadership, marking the significant shift in the department's administrations. International news. Here's what to know about the violent protests over government jobs ruling Bangladesh. Bangladesh has expressed significant unrest this week due to clashes between students, protesters, security officials, and pro-government student activists over the quota system for government jobs. The protests, which started late last month, intensified on Monday when student activists at Dhaka University clashed with the police and encountered protesters affiliated with the ruling Awami League, resulting in at least hundreds of injuries. By the next day, 6 people had been killed, promoting major universities to close indefinitely. Protesters are demanding the ambition for quota system that reserves up to 30% government jobs for family members at 1971 war veterans, arguing that the discriminatory and favor supporters of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's party. Despite the turmoil, Prime Minister Hasina has defended a quota system, emphasizing that veterans contributing during the independence war. Her government accuses opposition parties for inciting the chaos, and authorities have arrested several activities from the opposition student wing. The High Court recently reinsisted that quota system after previously halting in the 2018, sparking the current protests, while the Supreme Court is set to rule the issue on August 17. Protesters continue to demand a merit-based system. North Korea landmines could float into South Korea. South Korea's military has issued a warning that North Korea landmines could be carried in South Korea by flooding, following the placement of tens of thousands of additional explosives along the heavy fortified border by North Korea since April. North Korea has been enhancing its border security by adding anti-tank barriers and reinforcing roads, which South Korea officials believe aims to bolster its fourth-line defense and prevent defections. These developments can amid heightened tension exacerbated by threats for Kim Jong, sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, against South Korean activist efforts, said anti-Pyongyang leftists in the north. Entertainment news. Jerry Ferrara is cruising through the 20th anniversary of Entourage in a escalade of course. Jerry Ferrara, known for the iconic role for Salvatore Turtle Asante in the hit series Entourage, embraced his character rather than seeking to distance himself from it. As Entourage celebrates its 20th anniversary, Ferrara reflects on Turtle's enduring connection to Vincent Chase, played by Adrian Grainer, despite Turtle's eventual success and wealth in the series. Ferrara believes that Turtle would still be loyalty during Vince around, emphasizing that familial bonds among the characters. Entourage, which premiered on HBO on July 18, 2024, followed by the journey of actor Vincent Chase and his close-knit friends navigating fame in Los Angeles, as a promise that mirrored the cast's own rise to celebrate status. The show contributed to HBO Golden Age alongside other acclaimed series. Naomi Pomeroy, renowned chef and Top Chef Masters stars, dead at 49 in tubing accident. Naomi, celebrated chef and star of Top Chef Masters, tragically passed away at the age of 49 in a tubing accident on the Willamette River in Corvallis, Oregon. According to Benton County Sheriff's Office, Pomeroy drowned after her float group, consisting of 3 individuals on tubes and a secured paddle board, become entangled on a snag in the water. Despite efforts with sonar, underwater cameras, and drones, Pomeroy's body was initially not found. However, on Wednesday, authorities located her body approximately half a mile upstream from the Hawk Park, confirming her identity after it was spotted by canoers who alerted emergency service. Sports news. Caitlin Clark sets NBA record for most assists in single game. Caitlin Clark continues to rewrite WNBA history with her latest feat, setting the new record of 19 assists in a single game for Indiana Fever against the Dallas Wings. This achievement surpasses the previous record held by Courtney Vandersloot, showcasing Clark's exceptional playmaking ability as a rookie. Alongside her record-breaking assists, Clark also contributed 24 points and 6 rebounds. Yet the Fever ultimately succumbed by up to 101-93 loss against the Wings. Despite her remarkable performance, Clark humbly noted areas where she could have balanced her passing with shooting opportunities. Her teammates Aaliyah Boston acknowledged the significance of Clark's record while highlighting Clark's modesty about personal milestone. As the top pick in the 2024 draft, Clark has quickly become a standout in the league, already achieving milestones like the first rookie triple-double early in the season. Against the Wings, Clark's involvement in 66 points for Fever set yet another WNBA record for scoring contributing. Despite her efforts and Boston's career high 28 points, the Fever couldn't secure win facing strong finish from the Wings in the closing minutes of the game. Amid shelling and blackouts, this is how Ukrainian athletes have been preparing for the Olympics. And Semeska, a Ukrainian Olympic diver, vividly recalls the moment Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24, 2022. Shock of the invasion compelled her to seek solace and her training. Heading to the swimming pool at 7 a.m. despite the fear of uncertainty gripping her country. Now, as she prepares for her third Olympic Games in Paris, Shameska challenged her initial fear into anger and determination, ready to compete fiercely for Ukraine. Ukraine's representation in all synchronized disciplines of high dive and the 3-meter springboard is a significant achievement for 12 years, reflecting the resilience of the athletes amidst ongoing pressure. Featured stories. Number 1's best food in the Philippines. Adobo is deeply ingrained in the Filipino culture and cuisines, reflecting the country's history of Spanish colonization. Its method, preservation through vinegar and soy sauce, also speaks to the practical origin in tropical climates. It's a dish that brings families and communities together, enjoyed during gathering and celebration, showcasing the Filipino love for healthier and flavorful meals. Whether you're trying it for the first time or exploring its regional variation, adobo remains cornerstone of the Filipino culinary identity, celebrated for its robust flavors and comforting appeal. The most popular food in the world. Pizza's universal appeal lies to its simplicity, versatility, and ability to cater the various tastes and dietary preference. Whether you prefer classic margarita or gourmet creation, pizza offers comforting and satisfying dining experience that has transcended borders and become a beloved dish worldwide. In summary, while opinions on the best food in Europe vary widely, pizza stands out for its cultural significance, widespread popularity, and delicious appeal to continues to captivate food enthusiasts across the globe. Side story. Let's watch this. Trivia. Did you know that Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. was initially considered a risky choice to play Iron Man due to his troubled past? But his portrayal of Tony Stark became iconic and helped kickstarts the MCU. That is our news for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment down below if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to this channels for more content like this. Once again, my name is Elijah Hilcacho. Good morning, Davao.